All right. All right. So who here has already created an account with binary to start binary? If you guys have, type it in the chat. If you don't have your video on. If not, then I can send you a link and just start getting, or to open up your account with this broker. This broker is RaceOption. It's really, really good. All right, so what I'm going to be going over today, guys, is how to switch from FRX to HFX. So in the academy, if nobody yet has switched over yet, what you have to do is you have to go into your back office and you have to go to your personal info, go down to the bottom, and you have to switch over from platinum package to HFX. That's one way of doing it. Or if you do that, you have to actually wait until your monthly subscription is processed, and then it'll process it back into HFX. Once it does that, we have to click on modify pack. Once it does that, you can't use it until it actually processes at that time. But if it's been within 7 days, you guys can actually go ahead and send the company create like a ticket, so then that way they can modify your package. If you guys don't want to go this other route, you actually go into shopping cart and go down to where it says HFX. So there should be, see, I already have it on here on mine, so that's why you can't see it, but there should be another box that says HFX, and it's $49.99 add-on. So you just click on that, and then it'll give you access to the HFX videos.
Taking a shower.
Caesar's taking a shower. So you can actually add it on to your subscription every month, and it's $49.99. There's also another product on here. It's called Hourglass. If you guys are going to start doing binary, I really, really recommend it, just because I've spoken to people in New Zealand that are trading HFX and or binary, and they really, really recommend this educator. His name is Matthew Thayer. So he has his own technique. He has his own way of I guess he actually created like a technique or some kind of way of trading, and it's an add-on. It's called Hourglass, and I'll go over that in a little bit as well. So let me go back to, so that's the way that you actually get access. If obviously you're already part of the academy. So if you're not part of the academy, obviously you have to get into the academy. All right, so with RaceOption, this is the broker that we use. RaceOption, it allows you to trade every single one of these pairs. If you look over here on the left, it tells you what the pairs are. It's the same. It's pretty much the same thing. Obviously, if you already went through your Forex Academy, you have a big advantage because you already know the pairs. And if you focus on just one pair, you can trade that as well. You can actually trade gold in here too, which is really, really cool. But the payout for it is not that great. If you look at the percentages right here, the percentages tell you that for every dollar that you invest into your trade, it'll pay you out that percentage right there. So obviously if it's 70% or if it's under 70%, you don't want to trade it. It's not really worth it. So go on to another pair that actually gives you a higher percentage. I usually go for 85 or better, just because I'm already trading. So might as well get more out of my dollar. So for every $10, if you click over here, AUD and ZD, 90%, it's going to be $9 over here for the payout. So let me just go over this right here. I wrote some notes. I stayed up until 2 in the morning, guys. I really wanted to give you guys all the information that I've been learning. Let me see. But it's so crazy, guys. The market is live right now. You can trade it right now, and it's the weekend. I love it. Okay, so let me see. what I really like about this is it's very simple. You know, you don't have to calculate any pips. You don't have to calculate your stop loss, your take profit. You literally place a call or a put. It's pretty much the same thing as a buy or sell. You're pretty much, you know, saying that the market is going to go up when you press on a call, and as long as the price stays above that line, I'll show you in a little bit, then you win the trade. So it's $10 that, you know, you can start with as little as $1, and you can go up from there. Let me see. What I really like about it too is that there's no MT4. You don't have to place any trades with MT4. This is straight on the broker's account. RaceOption doesn't have an app. It just goes solely based. So if you want to do it on your phone, you could do it. It's a little bit more difficult to see how you're actually placing your trades, but you can actually just go to raceoption.com and you can trade on your phone, but you don't have to obviously do it on your app. Trading binary is very simple. You just literally click on a call or a put, which means either you're predicting that the market is going to go up or it's going to go down. And as long as you're correct, you are going to win that. You're going to win that trade, whether it's within 1 minute, whether it's 2 minutes, 3 minutes, half an hour, and it's really up to you. You can actually come up here. You always want to do turbo, just because most of the educators on the academy, while you're learning, obviously you're going to be taking their trades. They all go based off either a minute up to about 15 minutes. So this is where you trade or change the minute if you wanna change it for each trade. On right here, if you click on intraday, it's gonna give you it's gonna give you hours. So if you want to be in a trade, if you think you're like, oh, gold's gonna be going up, or euro JPY is gonna be going down, you know, within an hour from now, based off of your analysis on, you know, marking up your chart and trading view, it's gonna, you know, if it goes in your way, then you're gonna win that trade. So this is where the hours go. And then you can also pick long term. So long term, I mean, you can do trades for days. So same thing, you know, as in your MT4, but here you literally just want it to be going in your favor. So I usually do 1 minute to 5 minutes trades. Right now, obviously, we just started this a week ago, so we're starting to learn, and yeah, it's just been what I've been noticing is that with obviously on here, it just really goes based off strong support and resistance levels. If you're going to be doing 1 minute, if you're going to be doing 1 minute trades, I mean, you literally kind of look back in time, see where it's going, and obviously you want to do this on a demo, you know, and then your live account, obviously take your trades with the educators and really leverage the educators on the platform because they're really good. All right, so if you guys can follow my mouse right here, it's going to tell you where the line is actually going to be placed. So if I decide here, I'm going to take here. Let me just try it. This is the dollar trade for 1 minute. What you do is you see that the market is going down. It's going down, and it's just been going down for a while. It's been on a downtrend. So what do is that usually I wait until it actually kind of, you see it starting to get exhausted like this. So once it actually pushes down a little bit more, I do a call. And if I need more time, I'm going to show you guys how you guys can actually roll it over. Once you're in a trade, guys, and you know, however much you actually put on that trade, that's how much it's going to be. You know, if you do 1 minute trades, you can't just you know, like on your MT4, you could take partials, and or you can decide that you want to jump out of a trade early. You can't do that here. With here, you know, if you put it that in a minute the market's going to be going up in your favor, then the market has to be going up in that favor. If you need more time, it's actually going to give you a little like clock right here. It says it means that you can roll it over. You can roll it over to, like, say, a minute. It's so crazy. I have a story about Sergio in a little bit. I'll tell you guys. But for this minute trade, see, it's just like starting to consolidate here after going down for a while. So I'm just gonna wait for it to come down a little bit more, and then let's just place it now. So it's $1 trade. As long as the price is above this line right here, once this minute is over, I win this trade. So out of the $1 that I decided that I'm gonna go ahead and invest on this trade, I'm gonna win 90 cents. So in return, I'm gonna get back $1.90. So this is where your open orders are at right here, and you can choose to be closed as well. At 8:30. So right here, I guess I already passed it, but you see, as long as the price is above the line right here, I'm gonna win this trade. So it's gonna go up to right here. Once it gets to this red dotted line right here, it ends. See, I just won this trade. It's $1.90. So that was added to my balance. That is how simple it is, guys. There's, like I said, there's no calculating any pips. Like for a stop loss or take profit. That's it. With the educators that are on there, you want to really be focused on what they're doing, what they're saying, because sometimes I got on a call with Nez Vasquez, and his trades are insane. Sometimes the market's going up and down, up and down, up and down, on 1 minute, and he'll be like, take this minute trade right here, and then make sure you put a put right here and then the call right here, and it's just going bam, 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 and it's just crazy when you're in it. It was a lot of fun. And then so it is every obviously every educator is very different on the way that they teach and how they take their trades. So you really want to get on the go lives with these educators and really leverage them, because man, this guy, what's his name, Matthew, he started with like a $500 account and grew it to like $1 million within a few months. And I'm like, whoa. But it was just, even though he was leveraging, and then he was also being very consistent, and he had a lot of he was very disciplined. He would grow his account like 2-point-something% per session, which means that he counts per session like is an hour of trading. And then also, if you lose more than twice per session, just stop and then come back for another session at a different time, which can be during the day or it can be the next day. It just really depends on how you decide to do it. So since we're working with pipettes, it's very, very fast. So if you miss the trade, like let's say you're with an educator on the platform and they're like, okay, you want to make sure you place a put right here, so you sell it right here. If you miss it from right there, then you pretty much miss the move. It goes off really, really fast. So you want to just make sure that you're just really paying attention, and it's when you're trading live with everybody. So the lot sizes, there's no lot sizes on here. This is really it right here. You decide whether it's $1 and above for each trade. So let's say I'll just continue doing. This is crazy, guys. It's Saturday. We're trading buy in. All right, so I'll just do $11 for this trade, and we'll go from here. Okay, so I went over the currencies. The currencies right here, the percentages of the payouts right there. Like I said, if it's 70% or less, for people who jumped on a little bit later, if it's 70% or less right here, you don't want to trade it because it's just not worth it. Just go and find another pair that is 70% or higher that you would like to trade. They say to really go with pairs, obviously, that you know how they move and everything. A lot of people do make a lot of money with UJ, with USDJPY. Right here in the currencies, you can actually also switch it over to commodities. Here's gold. Oh, gold is actually 70% right now. Silver 90%. Usually gold and silver are like at 50%. So that's why I wasn't really focused on that. And then crypto, you can also trade crypto on here, guys. There it is. There's the payouts. Sometimes that's crazy. On the weekends, they actually do a higher payout than during the week. That's oh, fixed time right here. So you always want to click on fixed time. But let's say you're doing 1 minute only. You want to click on this or your trade, either 1 to 2 or 3 minutes, and then click on fixed time. If it goes on the other side, it still gives you about the same time, but I noticed that it actually takes it a little bit sooner. So I'm still trying to figure that out. So let's say I'm gonna put a put right here, which means that what happened to it? Did it not do it? Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's so weird because right now, I guess since binary is so new, guys, the brokers are a little behind. Sometimes like they kick you out, so I have to keep like signing in sometimes, and I think also depending on your connection. So let me go back in because I did just take a sell on that one. See right here, you open orders down here. All right, so it's going in my favor so far. Sometimes it spikes like no other at the very last second. Very good. I won that one, guys. $18. So $10 plus the $7 for the 70% for USD SEC right here. So that went into my account, and then now it's going to be in my closed orders right here. So this is where you go and check it out, guys. Man, I had gone down to because I started with $500, right? I had gone down to $300 throughout the week. You know, fluctuating up and down. But then last night, I just started going kind of like based off of you know, obviously the trend and then the support and resistance lines, and you can have, you know, trading view on the side and have, you know, mark up your support and resistance, so then that way you have another confirmation for yourself. But look, check it out, guys. This was literally within like an hour, guys, of just coming in and out of the market. You know, I was doing $50 trades, and the payout was $45 because it was 95%, or 95%, I think. So it was like payouts 95, you know, 17, 95. I went like 9. No, it was like 7 out of 10. I got correct. So I got a lot, you know, a bunch of different payouts. And then by the end of it, I was kind of tired, and I lost 2 trades. And so I was like, okay, I'm not going to trade anymore. But then I just did one more because I'm like, I wanted to go to sleep with a win. And so I won that one. And then so obviously this is from this morning right now. So this was literally done within like an hour, guys, just coming in and out of the market, 1 minute trades. Obviously, like I said, you don't want to take your own trades out in the beginning without actually being on, live with the educators and really leveraging them with your live account. Let me see. Oh, I didn't do what's really cool too. Okay, so let me go to the open. So all right, I'm gonna do a put right here. All right, so let's say the trade is not going in my favor, right? Remember how I said that it's not, what the heck is going on? Usually you see the line right here. If it's within the first half of the time that you put this trade, then you can roll it over, which means that, see right here, let's say it's not going in my favor. See, it already passed the time though. The little time clock would be showing up right here, and it just means that it gives you a little bit more time in your trade. So if you see right here, I just lost this trade right here. So let me do it another dollar so I can show you guys. Give you guys an example. Let's go to one that actually is paying out good. Let's go to Catch. All right, so this one looks like it's going on another downtrend. You just kind of really have to look at it in your eyes. Okay. So just to give you guys an example, so let's do a call. That means that I want the price to go above this line. if you see down here, it's going to give you different options. It's going to give you an option to roll over, or it actually gives you an option to double up. But let's say you click on double up because it's going in your favor. Let's say, you know, it's going all the way up here, right? It's going all the way up here. See right here, it's not going in my favor. So it usually gives me the option to roll over. Maybe on the weekends it doesn't do it. I don't know. But usually it does. And then, see, I just lost that one. But to double up, it actually gives you an option to do it, but it places another trade. So this is what we learned, is that, let me see if it gives me this one. Oh, right here, double up. Okay, so let's say it's going in my favor and I'm like, I want to double up on this trade. It's gonna actually, see, I just doubled up right here. It's going to actually set another trade at this time wherever you doubled up, and then, but it's going to be the same amount of time of your first trade. So if you see right here, roll over. If I say I need a little bit more time, I'm gonna roll them both over. So then that way, it's gonna extend. See, sometimes it does stuff like this, guys. All right. I think I rolled it over. Okay, so right here you can see I rolled this one over because it gave me the opportunity for this one. So it extended the time. So instead of it just being 1 minute, it's now 2 minutes. So that's the only thing that you can do or change whenever you're in a trade, is you can actually roll it over to give you some extra time on the trade if you know that it's going to be going in your favor. And you're like, I just need a little bit more time for it to go up. So there's no max on rolling over. You can actually just roll over, you know, as long as it gives you the little time thing down here, the little clock, then you can keep rolling over. So Sergio, we were on a trading session with, I think it was Ness, and he was like, you want to roll over? Like, I think he did like twice on one pair or on one trade. And I don't know exactly what Sergio did, but he literally put it, like, he rolled it like for 2 hours. So you got to really pay attention and be careful with that, because I mean, that could be a winning trade for you. And it could have, you know, obviously, see, look at that, it's still going. So my time is going to be right here at this dotted green line right here. So it's going in my favor. So that extra minute really helped out. If you, like I said, if you know that it's going to be, or you know that it's going to be going up. All right, guys. For everybody who just jumped on, do you have any questions right now?
I have a question, Marjorie.
Yep.
When you're, you know, because you set a certain dollar amount, so let's just say I put $25, and when that trade doesn't go your way, do you just lose the $25, or is there like a
Yes.
like a commission fee or anything like that with binary?
No.
Or is it just the commission? Just the amount that you put in is what you lose.
It's just the amount that you put in. So yeah. So it doesn't matter if it goes in your favor, you know, just right there, or if it goes in your favor way up here. You know, whatever you put for that trade, whether it's $1, whether it's $100, if it's above the line, that's what you're going to be winning, is the actual profit amount right here. And it goes based off of this right here, this percentage. So if you see Cat Chef, it's right here, the 90%, which is why for every $1 for this trade, I'm going to win $1.90 back. So it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's pretty much the only fee that you're going to be seeing is right here. That right there is.
So kind of just because of the percentage basis, kind of like that's their, like in Forex, we have commissions. So like we get charged whatever commissions, whatever cents, but they don't charge that. They just tell you, you're only going to get 90%. You're only going to get 70% or 60% of the trade.
Yep.
Okay. And then you recommend anything over 85 or 90 is the trades that you want to trade.
So those are the ones that I do. Anything that's above 70%, anything above 70%, then it's a good one, and it fluctuates throughout the day. So it could be like within, you know, an hour, it can change. You know, so just always be careful, or just, you know, just be paying attention to this right here, because it'll change. It'll be like 90 cents, and then, you know, within like an hour, depending, I guess, on the time, or I'm not sure what it goes based off of, it'll change. So if it goes down to 70%, it'll be 70% right here. So before you take your trade, you know, just really pay attention to that right there. But besides that, let me see. All right, so let's go to the IM Academy, and I'm going to teach you guys or tell you guys who I have been going on the go lives with. You guys really leverage the educators. Obviously, you know, we know this, you know, with trading, you really want to trade live with the educators. Click down here, you click on HFX, and this is the schedule for every single educator, guys. There's somebody on there pretty much every single day trading live. You'll be able to trade live with them. Millie Mills has a great session right here. I seriously love her session because she's so beginner friendly. She literally goes over whenever you go on here, click on her picture, and then go down to favorite sessions, and then no, sorry, it's not, it's recorded sessions, and then load more, go to the very first one, basic training. She goes over everything. It's pretty much the same thing that I'm going over right now, but I mean, just the way that she takes it and she uses her strategy. She uses the simple scalper. So let me go here. Guys, I'm so excited for you guys to learn this. All right, so you go right here to strategies, and then you come down to HFX, and this is the Hourglass, guys. So they actually are updating this one. They only had like 3 pairs with the Hourglass, and they're adding more pairs to it. So it was actually down throughout the week. I only got to use it for like a day, and I really liked it. But right now it's down. I think they said that it's gonna be coming back up this weekend, or this next week. It'll be back up, and it'll be more accurate, guys. So I'm really excited for that one. But let me show you this one first, so then that way you guys can see both. So with Liberty, this actually comes with the HFX package, so you don't have to add a tool or another item. Right here, the simple scalper. There's simple scalper, there's pickpocket, and there's the web slinger. These are the only 2 that I've used right here. Simple scalper, this is the one that Millie Mill uses, and the way that she uses this right here is you're just waiting. You're waiting for the price to go above this red line. Okay, let's start right here at the bottom. You're waiting for the price to go above this red line, and then come back down, and then same thing, go up, come back down, and then you're waiting for multiple confirmations. You're waiting for there to be a red bar right here, and then you're also waiting for the little dots right here, which is the purple pearls, to go above the price. And then if you see right here the red line, you're waiting for price to be touching this right here, this line. So if you pay attention to this is a great confirmation for you to take this sell. And she uses this within a minute, within 1 minute to 3 minutes. So it just really depends on the live. Where do I do it? Right here, horizontal, vertical line. So if you see right here, this right here is crazy. Once you see this right here, guys, it's time to sell. So you see that right there? This is the confirmation that you're looking for. Is it touching the top red line, or you know, vice versa? It can be down here for the actual buy, but for here for a sell, it's touching the top red lines. The purple pearls are on top of it, which means that it's going to do a massive drop. It's going to come down. So if you see right here, the pearls were just kind of bouncing around here. Sometimes it's below, but once it starts coming up on top, and then you see this right here, that the price is actually touching this band. And then there's a red candle, which means that, you know, there's a lot of sellers right there, and then it's crossing this line. It crossed up and then it's coming back down. Same thing right here, crossed up, coming back down. This is the confirmation that it's ready for a sell. So as soon as you see this right here, sell, guys. 1 minute, boom. Or it can be 3 minutes. Usually I just do 1 minute and then I'll roll it over. When you do roll it over, it does take off more from your account. I'm not sure. I think it's half. So if you bet, or if you put in $1, and then you roll it over, it will take out more. I still got to figure out the percentage of exactly how much it is, but it does add to it. I think it's half. So obviously, if you have $10, it'll be another $5 to the trade if you extend the time. And every single time you do it, it keeps adding onto it. So that's one strategy. So that's the simple scalper right there, and that's the one that she uses right here. The pickpocket. The pickpocket's a little bit different, and you'll see that every educator is a little bit different. This is the one that Nez uses. Nez Vasquez, he uses this one, and I mean, you can really look at the accuracy of this thing. You have to whenever you come on this one, I don't know why it's set to this schedule right here. I don't know if you guys can see this right here. You double click it and reset your default. So for the down arrows, you obviously want to go to, I don't know, down fractals. Yeah, so arrow up and then it's blue, and then arrow down, it's a red one. So set to default, save as default, okay. And see, now you see the arrows how they're supposed to be. So if you see right here, whenever you see an arrow above, so this one, the way that this one works is that you see these bands right here, these lines have to be below the candle in order for you to take a sell. I mean a buy. So if these lines right here are below the candles, you're looking for buys. If these lines are above, then you're looking for sells. So since this one right here, you see right here, whenever these are the line is below, both of these lines are below and the candles are above it, and once you see this little arrow pop up, you want to go for the buy. So this one he goes based off of the 5 minute, but he does a 15 minute. So this one's a 15-minute one, guys. So you guys have more patience. You guys can actually just go based off of that. So it's based off of 5 minutes, but on your account in your broker, you want to set it to 15 minutes because that's just the way that it works. That strategy works. You basically wait for this little arrow, and then you wait for it 1. So it'll be 5, 10, 15. So if you took it obviously here, then you'd be winning the trade. If you need to roll it over, you can, and then it'll just add more time to it. But with this one, they don't recommend more than 2 rollovers, and that's pretty much with every technique. Don't do more than 2 rollovers. If it's more than 2 rollovers, look for a different entry. So that's that technique right there. And now let's go to the Hourglass, but that one's not. It's not up there anymore. So this is an add-on, guys, but it was definitely worth it. The one day that I had it, see right here, usually there's pairs right here, and it'll give you different the ones that are actually available for this right here. You go right here to strategies, and it's cash trap. So this is the one that Matthew Thayer uses, and you literally just wait for the arrow, guys. You just wait for the arrow and then you take it. That's it. So, oh, cool. I don't know if it started already. I haven't tried this yet. But here are the different pairs. Here's your USD. Here's USD CAD, USD JPY, and you literally just wait for the arrow. As long as the price is below the arrow, or if the arrow is like pointing down for a sell, as long as the price is below the little arrow at the little tip, you're gonna take that trade. If it's above it, then it already passed, and then you just wait for the next one. And then this one set for, he was doing 1 minute, so this is 1 minute as well. Oh no, wait, his trades are 3 minutes. Sorry, his are 3 minutes. So he goes based off of the 5 minute candle, and then his trades are a 3 minute. So like I said, as long as whenever you see the little arrow, as long as the price is below, or yeah, that's as long as the price is below, then you'll go ahead and take that trade, and that's going to be for shoot, I think it's been all week, so I kind of forgot. Yeah, don't quote me on that one, guys. Just get on the live with him on this one. But I just remember it's an arrow. As long as it's below it, you take that trade. So if you see if you go right here, if you go back to their schedule, guys, there is obviously Millie Mills, and then this guy right here, he only has one session, guys. I just learned this yesterday. He only has one session, and he is like one of the top people being watched in the academy right here. This guy, he only has one session. He's only been trading I think for like 2 months in English, and before that I guess he did Spanish, I'm not sure, but he's only been doing English for I think like 2 months, and he is like, yeah, I don't know, I haven't been on this session, guys, so I don't know, but obviously that's a good one. And then these other guys, I haven't gone on any of theirs. So the only session that I've been on is Matthew Thayer, and obviously he's on Sundays, well, here in the US, and then Wednesday, Thursdays. And guys, he has sessions right here, get paid sessions. So this was a training session. He'll go over everything, how he does his strategies and everything. But then these sessions right here, like once you're in it, guys, like you are literally just to trade, and it's like an hour long. And it's just trade after trade after trade, and they'll tell you roll it over if they need, and if it needs to be rolled over, or you know, like with Nez, you know, this day on Monday he goes over the training, but then these days, guys, there's no training. It's just straight trading. He's in and out of the market, boom, 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 boom. The way he trades is different than Matthew and then Millie. So you'll just find which one works for you. But I mean, if you can get on all the sessions to just see which one goes according to the way that you want to trade, then great. But they all are pretty good. There is a compound plan that I found on a training that I saw. It was on YouTube. I'll put that in the chat so you guys can see the binary compound plan and how to grow your account. So yeah, right now with the 1 minute, it's really based off what I found last night. Going 7, winning 7 trades out of 10 just on my own, is it goes based off a strong support and resistance. So if you see right here, obviously it's just kind of like, you can't really see behind that, but it's just really seeing where price is at and where it was a strong resistance, and then where it was a strong support, and then just going based off of that. And just out of that, guys, I was able to, I think it was like $200 within like an hour, and it was just in and out with just 1 minute trades. So that was pretty cool. But it's just, obviously it's the same thing with the with the charts. You're just really training your eye to see this. This has only been 1 week, guys. 1 week. It's just so crazy the way that it works. So I'm gonna be, so I'm gonna be doing another one of these. I'm not sure. Do you guys know of anybody else that wanted to learn about binary that it's gonna be on this evening?
Marjorie, I did confirm with Demi that she wanted to get on tonight's call.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be doing it at 5 o'clock my time, so Eastern time it'll be 8 o'clock.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'll be going over everything again. Obviously, the more that you see it, it'll be easier. Same thing. It's just repetition, but it's just so much simple. It's so much more simple, guys. Like, you can literally, like I said, I was doing $50 trades yesterday. Obviously, you don't want to risk more than 5% of your account whenever you're taking trades. But it's just really, it's simple. You just go based off here. You know, you can change the price of how much you want to place for that trade, and just go from there. It'll tell you, I do $50. Let's say I do $50. My payout's gonna be $45, and that's how simple it is to calculate that. Like that's pretty much the most you're gonna make out of the trade if you don't double it up. If you double it up, obviously it'll be double that right there if it's going in your favor, and if you win both of the trades. We got to be careful with the double up. You know, we learned that it enters you into another trade, but it's the same amount of time. So yeah, it's really crazy, guys. I mean, this is definitely a game changer. This is going to definitely help people, pay their monthly subscription. It's going to, within like just a few trades, that they place, depending on their size of their account. And that way, that's one thing that people are not going to be really worried about is doing that, just because, I mean, you're going to be able to, be live with the educators and just take the trades live with them. And I mean, so far, like I said, it's only been 1 week, but it has definitely been a lot more simple than having to learn, how to actually mark up the charts and do all that. I don't know if you guys can see how excited I am in my face. Stop sharing.
Marjorie, you're not the only one. I'm over here so hyped.
Yeah, I mean, Dalila got on a live set. I think Dalila, is she on here? Aaron. Sorry, Aaron. Who's knocking? Yeah, I'm so sorry, Aaron. I'm not sure how long you've been trying to get on the call. But I have this setting on my Zoom account where I have to let people in. But Dalila, I mean, she got on a call with, I think, Nez and then Millie. She really likes the way Millie teaches. But then she got on the live session with Nez, and she was able to make some money with him. And then she was able to get on with other educators as well. I forgot my laptop charger at my friend's house like 2 days ago, so I wasn't able to do any live trades then. But Sergio and Lily got on there, and I'm sorry, Dalila, and we're able to make profits with Nez. So those are the three main ones that I recommend, viewing, just because I've seen those, and those are the ones that I know of other people following them, and they like the way of trading. Any other questions?
Hey, the link for the broker. Mm-hmm. Did you drop all that and everything, or can you do that in the chat?
Oh yeah, I'll do it right now. So, I mean, obviously, if you make your profits for the day, you'll be done, and then that's it. You're good. You don't have to be trading all day. You don't have to be waiting for the trade to be done all day. You're in and out, and then you're done. So, yeah, super excited for everybody to learn this. I think this is going to really, really help a lot of people that are struggling with learning Forex. Definitely. All right, guys. Well, we're done. If you have any questions, I put the link right here for the broker. You guys can set that up. Set up your broker's account from then. For Supa, I'm going to send you a different link for outside the U.S. Accounts. I guess there's a different broker for that one.
Okay.
And I'll send you that link in a little bit, okay? Supa, do you have any questions? You excited?
I'm excited. Yeah. This is going to be awesome.
I'm so excited for you to learn this. I want to get on a Zoom with Lee and teach her how to do it.
Yeah, I think she might try and jump on your later session.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Yeah. Total game changer.
Yeah, it is. Definitely is.
Appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome.
Thank you. All right, guys, we're going to jump off. I'll put everything in the chat, and then I'll send you that link right now, Supa, so you can create your account, okay?
Thank you.
All right, you're so welcome. We'll see you guys later on. Bye, guys.
Bye. See ya.